Imagine you wake up tomorrow morning and know, without a shred of doubt, exactly what you're meant to do with your life. No hesitation, no confusion, no second guessing, just pure certainty, pulling you forward like a powerful magnet. Sounds impossible? Napoleon Hill would tell you it's not only possible, it's the very first step to attracting everything you've ever wanted. But here's the twist. Most people never find it. And the ones who do? They're the ones you see breaking records, building empires, living life on their own terms, while everyone else is stuck on the sidelines wondering why success never comes their way. So, what's their secret? It's something Hill called definiteness of purpose. And the moment you truly understand it and live by it, your life will never, ever be the same. Before we go further, I want you to ask yourself, if someone stopped you on the street right now and said, "What's your purpose?" Could you answer without pausing? Most people can't. They shuffle their feet, search for words, and mumble something vague about wanting to be happy or successful. But here's the brutal truth. Happy is not a plan. Successful is not a destination. Napoleon Hill learned this lesson the hard way. Back in the early 1900s, he was a struggling journalist when he got the assignment of a lifetime to interview one of the wealthiest men in the world, Andrew Carnegie. What Hill didn't know was that Carnegie had something planned for him, a test. Carnegie asked Hill a question that would change his life. Would you spend the next 20 years of your life with no pay, discovering and documenting the philosophy of success? Think about that. No salary, no guarantees, just 2 decades of work, based only on faith that it would be worth it. And Hill had to answer right there, on the spot. Carnegie gave him just 60 seconds to decide. Here's the part that still gives me chills. Hill said yes in under 29 seconds. That single decision set him on a path to interview over 500 of the most successful people of his time: Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell, Theodore Roosevelt. And he discovered that they all shared one thing in common. It wasn't luck, it wasn't talent, it was an unshakable definiteness of purpose. So what exactly does that mean for you? It means knowing, with laser precision, what you want and refusing to be distracted until you get it. It means saying no to 99% of opportunities so you can pour your soul into the 1% that truly matters. It means making your goals so clear that your mind starts working 24/7 to bring it to life, even when you're not consciously thinking about it. But here's where most people fail. They think purpose is something you ain't. It's not. Purpose is something you decide. Hill would tell you, don't wait for the universe to hand you a sign. Don't sit around waiting for clarity to arrive. You create it. Right now. Today. Close your eyes for a moment and picture the life you'd live if failure were impossible. What do you see? Where are you? Who's with you? What are you building? That image is your starting point. Once you have it, you write it down. You don't just keep it in your head. Hill himself carried his definite major purpose statement with him and read it aloud every single morning and every single night. Why? Because repetition burns it into your subconscious. And once your subconscious accepts it as reality, it will move heaven and earth to make it happen. But here's the part most people skip: action. Hill said, "A goal without a plan is just a wish. You can't just declare your purpose and expect the world to bow to you. You have to back it with a step-by-step plan and the willingness to adapt that plan as life throws curveballs your way." Now, I know what you might be thinking. What if I choose the wrong purpose? Hill had an answer for that too. It's not about picking something perfect. It's about committing to something long enough to gain momentum. You can adjust along the way, but you can't steer a parked car. Think about the Wright brothers. Do you think their first purpose was, "We will build a fully functional airplane capable of crossing the Atlantic"? No, it was simply, "We will build something that flies." That was enough to pull them forward, and the rest unfolded. Hill also warned about the greatest enemy of purpose: drifting. Drifters wake up each day reacting to whatever comes their way. They let other people's opinions, social media feeds, and random events dictate their direction. Definiteness of purpose kills drifting. It gives you a compass that always points to your true north. And here's something else. When you become crystal clear on your purpose, you start attracting people, resources, and opportunities that align with it. It's like tuning into a radio frequency. Suddenly, all the right signals come through loud and clear, while the noise fades away. Let me ask you this. What would your life look like if, 12 months from now, you achieved the one goal that matters most to you right now? Would you be in a different city, running your own business, standing on a stage, writing your first book? That's the power Hill was talking about. So, here's your challenge. And yes, I'm stealing this straight from Napoleon Hill's playbook. By the end of today, not tomorrow, not next week, write down your definite major purpose. One sentence, clear, specific, measurable. Then, write down the plan you'll follow. Even if it's messy, even if it's incomplete, then read it aloud twice a day. Once in the morning to set your direction, and once before bed to let it sink into your subconscious overnight. Do this for 30 days. No skipping, no excuses. And if you take this seriously, you won't recognize yourself a year from now. Hill once said, "What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." But here's the part people miss. You can't believe in something you haven't first decided. Decide today, lock onto it, and refuse to let go. Because in the end, success doesn't go to the smartest or the luckiest or the most talented. It goes to the one who knows exactly where they're going and keeps walking until they get there.